For those of you making online sales that somehow are involved with the state of California, however, your business is not located in the state of California, you may be wondering and quite confused about whether or not you need to hold a California seller's permit, be registered with the CDTFA, the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration, and file and pay California sales and use tax returns. This is a confusing topic, so I am going to share directly from the CDTFA the information that they provide and help to clarify this question for you. If you're a retailer located outside of California, you are required to register with the California Department of Tax and Fee Administration if you are engaged in business in the state. Now, this can be a confusing term because there are several different qualifications that would therefore determine that you are engaged in business and have established nexus within the state of California. Now, you'll need to register with the CDTFA if you meet any one or more of these qualifications. Number one, you have a business location in California. You maintain, occupy, or use directly or indirectly or through an agent a permanent or temporary office, place of distribution, sales or sample room, warehouse or storage place, or other physical place of business in California. Now, this specific requirement is going to apply to the large group of folks that sell through Amazon FBA that hold their inventory in one of Amazon's California warehouse. And this is typically overlooked by out-of-state sellers, that their items are in the state of California in that FBA warehouse, and that therefore requires you to register for a seller's permit. The next criteria is that you have a representative, an agent, or an independent contractor operating in the state of California on your behalf or under your authority for the purpose of making sales, taking orders, assembling or installing merchandise, training customers, making deliveries, or otherwise establishing and maintaining a market for your products, specifically in the state of California. The next criteria is that you lease property in California. If you receive rental payments from the lease of personal property that is located in California, such as a lease of machinery, equipment, furniture, then you're going to be required to register. Next, if you own or lease real property or personal property located in California, such as machinery, equipment, furniture, or a computer server. Lastly, sales for delivery in California. If you are engaged in business in the state of California and the total combined sales of tangible personal property for delivery in California by you and your business exceeds $500,000, then you are required to register. Now, if you are selling in multiple different states and you are having trouble keeping track of this last criteria, if you're reaching those sales thresholds for different states, because there are so many states and they all have a different threshold and different requirements, then I highly recommend a software called TaxJar or also Stripe Tax. They are owned by the same company and are just kind of different versions of the same product. This will automatically integrate with your sales platforms that you're utilizing, such as Shopify, Etsy, or other platforms, and it's going to import your transactions. It's going to calculate how much sales tax you owe to which areas, and when you have reached the threshold for establishing nexus in certain states, that will require you to obtain a registration or a seller's permit with that state and file sales and use tax returns for you. And this software will do it for you automatically. So highly recommend looking into that one. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments down below if this was helpful.